What's up, Mike?
How are you guys?
Good.
It's good to be with you guys.
Oh,
as
it's
always.
such a good week when you're here.
Good to see you, my friend.
Likewise, my friend.
All
I
right.
got an assignment for you after the show, though.
Okay. All right.
Go over Jim's house, change some light bulbs.
Okay, that was an inside joke that is still inside.
Jim
The
pays people to change your light bulbs because she don't know
because
how.
that's nice.
I will take a polygraph to that effect.
That is the nice thing to do. I don't expect things. I just, you know. Cowboys are 3-3 on the season. It's gone like this. Loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. About as up and down as Nick's funny lines. Similar to the faith fans seem to have in head coach Jason Garrett. Boom. Seemingly on the hot seat following every loss this season. Rumors were that Garrett might be getting a contract extension to remain in Dallas. However, Jerry Jones refuted that report. But what do you think, Stink? Should the Cowboys still be considering giving Jason Garrett an extension?
Well, why not? Why wouldn't you give him an extension? I mean, you've never empowered him. You're not going to empower the next guy. You're not going to empower the guy after that. So why not just give that guy an extension? He does what you want him to do, right? I mean, he orchestrates the team like you want him to orchestrate the team.
He's doing exactly.
Unless you're willing as the owner / general manager to actually empower a guy to do his job without a back staircase up to your office that you can circumvent that guy, you're not going to have success in Dallas. So give him an extension.
What does Jason Garrett, what does he do?
Great question.
Oh my God.
That's a great. That is a great question. I don't know.
He manages the Dallas Cowboys football club for Jerry Jones and his son, Steven. Steven and them, they pick the players. You're not going to risk too much with Jason because he is a Cowboy. He played his career there. Jerry feels like he can trust him. And I feels like Jerry can meddle as much as he wants to because Jason's only going to say so much. Last year, they changed some of the coaches. Star players, Jason Witten and Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant was a decision that Jerry and the staff decided we're not going to have it. Witten caught him off guard. So now they're still suffering from that. But from a football standpoint, when you talk about the players they've picked, outside the wide receiver position, you can say they've done a good job. So unless Jason Garrett is picking the players, then he should stay there because they got good football players, except their wide receiving room where they need one guy who could be the go-to wide receiver.
I agree they've drafted well. What they haven't done a good job of, and what they haven't done well, is the hard decisions about, of these good players we've drafted, who do we keep? And that's why they are all perpetually in some type of salary cap hell. They're perpetually borrowing from Peter, borrowing from the 2020 cap to help the 2018 cap. Like, that's why you can be a team that has so little money.
So their salary cap, that's not their problem right now. I mean, for the last 20 years, Dallas Cowboys been an average football team. And there's plenty of blame to be able to go around. All right? When Tony Romo got hurt, they did not have a competent backup that could get them through that stretch when I thought they were the best team that they put on the field, absent of the one they put out there 2 years ago. The salary cap, if you draft good players, and it just happens that they're offense or defensive line, when you sign those players to their second contract, it's because they're the best players on your team. Tony Romo was off into retirement. They had to invest. Zeke and them were still on their first contract. Who were they going to invest in? Who are they going to put that $172 million into? They had to put it into the draft capital that they already had and the best players not only on their team, but these are the best players in the NFL. Tyron, at tackle, you got to keep him. The center, you got to keep him. Unfortunately, you know, he's got the autoimmune thing going on. But Zach Martin,
and DeMarcus Lawrence.
All these guys earn that money. So they're not having problems because of the salary cap. I mean, they're having problems because...
Well, are they losing because of Jason Garrett? Can you look at games they've played this season or last season and say, well, these are the games that he did not manage the right way, did not coach the right way?
I think he's the definition of a league average coach. I don't think he is, to use a baseball term, his value over replacement coach is 0.0. Now, you can have a negative value. You can be worse than the replacement level coach. I don't think he is helping. I don't think he's a force divider or a force multiplier. The problem with that is you're the Dallas Cowboys. If your head coach position's available, it should be one of the 10 most sought-after jobs in all of sports.
Okay, let's do this.
Well, perception becomes reality. And if in a locker room the perception is my coach hasn't been empowered, When things go sideways, you know what you do? You go, well, it's Jason Garrett. I mean, what's he going to do? Who cares? I mean, and you know what? We're children. Like,
as football players.
Yeah, as football players. It's at times, you know, you need to be managed, and you need to have a strong voice, and you need to have somebody that you know is in power. When was the last time they won anything? Jimmy Johnson. Who was in charge of that team? Jimmy Johnson. There's no question who was in charge of that team. Why did Jimmy Johnson get fired? Because Jerry Jones wanted to be in charge of that team, and he wasn't. And since that point, who have you empowered? You didn't empower Bill Parcells.
Nope, that's why Bill left.
You didn't empower Bill Parcells. You circumvented his authority because you brought in T.O. and he said no to it. So, I mean, like,
and the thing about it, even if you decide this, okay, you are the Dallas Cowboys, let's just work the whole thought out. You decide to get rid of Jason. I like Jason. I believe he does a good job, especially based on the parameters he's got to work with Jerry. Who you going to hire? Who you think's going to take that job? Because it's well known who's going to be running that team. It's not like David Shaw was getting ready to leave.
Well, that's who I was going to say.
Oh, no. You think I'm getting ready to leave Stanford? I read an interview with David Shaw, and he said, listen, anytime anyone calls me, I tell them to call my wife first. And she is not trying to leave the setting of that college campus